Set 4 is finally here, and we can finally open up a box on the channel.
Stand up! Vanguard!
Hey Cardfighters, welcome back to another video, and today we've got a very special unboxing video because this particular box has been sponsored by Uncle Bushiroad themselves. So I want to give a huge shout out to Bushiroad and thank you for allowing me to open up this box on the channel and to talk about this awesome set, because set 4 itself is a very important set, an amazing set for Overdress, because for two very specific reasons. One of it has to do with the anime, and the other one has for the implication this set has for the TCG. So one of for the anime is, of course, this set signals the season finale for season 2, as all the main boss unit cards in this set are showcased in the new season within the new story and are very prominent and are very amazing scenes and whatnot. So for anybody that hasn't seen season 2 yet, you can go to the official YouTube channel for Bushiroad or Vanguard, I believe, where you can watch all the episodes in the Japanese dub, but they also are releasing right now the English dub. So if you were waiting for the English dub and you just want to just sit back, relax and not read subtitles, you can now watch the English dub that will be airing, if I believe correctly, every Saturday on the official YouTube channel. We'll leave a link in the description down below if you're interested in that, as I definitely highly recommend you guys to watch it, because season 2 has been very good. It's been phenomenal. The hype is very high and the fight scenes are pretty damn amazing. But probably the most important thing here, and the reason why you're probably on this channel and what you know about this, is the implication this set has for the TCG. This, in my opinion, honestly, is probably the most instrumental set for Overdress right now. Maybe just behind set 1, because set 1 introduced Overdress, but this set changes everything. And I mean that not in the meme sense, I mean that literally, because this introduces a couple of things, and you probably already know that because you probably have seen the videos on the channel. But one of the things this set introduced are the new Grade 4 evolution of the Grade 3 ride line, or the main Grade 3 ride lines, which are of course Nirvana, Magnolia, Bastion, Bruce, and Seraph Snow. And these new Grade 4s are pretty damn amazing, and they also introduce new builds for the respective decks, as you don't necessarily have to go to Grade 4 ride line or the Grade 4 approach. Also, we've got this new bad boy, my favorite new unit of this set, Verena Esper Raridea, which is pretty amazing. But this set also introduces the new draw trigger effect triggers, which are essentially the same thing as the front triggers from set 2, which have an additional 5k shield when guarding against an opponent that's already at grade 3, which is nice to increase the shield value overall. But another thing that is unique to this set that's probably going to be continuing moving forward is the new world premiere cards, which are basically unique cards that are unique to every single region of the world. So I believe Korea has a unique card, Japan has a unique card, and we in the West have a unique card, which currently are, I believe, all heal triggers, vanilla heal triggers from a different nation with a different artwork and name. And I think so far they're probably going to be generic or vanilla cards in for now, but they can definitely go a route where they introduce cards with unique effects. Now, this is a slippery road to walk and very balanced act to go across, because if they introduce cards with effects, this could be the same thing with promos, so I'm very cautious about what they're going to do in the future. But overall, it's a very unique aspect of this set that introduces something unique for everybody all across the world to make the sets feel a little bit different depending on which region you open up. And of course, the big selling thing here is the new special high rarities in the set. Of course, we have the two DSRs, which are new Nirvana, as well as the new Verena, which I wouldn't mind pulling. And we also have the new SSRs, which are basically the high rarity version of the Grade 4 boss units of the 5 main ride lines. If we're lucky, we're gonna pull any one of them. Of course, you know your boy is a Nirvana main, so any of the DSRs or the Nirvana SSR is going to be amazing. Or any SPs would be nice. Also, thing that is unique to this set, or at least special to this set, is that they introduce SPs of older sets that didn't really have SPs but are very important cards for respective archetypes. So Base Arena has an SP version, but also the Bruce order from set 2, I believe, Full Dive Hell Blast or Hell Dive Blast or something. That order also has an SP in this set. So a lot of very awesome things in this set and a lot to look forward to. Now, of course, you're not here for me blabbering constantly on and on about this set, so let's open up and see if we're lucky to get some nice cards. And of course, as far as the triple R's we're looking forward to, I am very hoping forward to getting Nirvana and the new Verena. And basically just more support for my Nirvana deck so I can build it immediately as fast as possible. Oh yeah, that's also a thing that is in this set. The new right line sleeve. So I believe they have a right line sleeve. I've got the Bastion one, but I believe they have one for every single of the new grade 4. So you have probably 1 in 5. Now, in terms of artwork, I think Bastion is one of the better ones. Like, it looks pretty damn dope. Like, Bruce is very similar to his original one. Magnolia is a little bit different. Nirvana looks pretty amazing. And if you're into the space mail stuff, then yeah, Seraph Snow, I think her name is not Seraph Snow, but something else. Seraph's Pure Light or Starlight. Then you want to go for that one. But to each their own, of course. So, of course, this is just a normal full box, so I believe it has 16 packs. So we have 16 packs to crack towards. So let's see if we're lucky, and hopefully we get some very nice stuff. So for the first pack, we've got a Dragon Empire. I believe this is a Eugene support card. We've got Lobbed Artillery of Duststorm Dolly. Then another Lobbed Bullet of Duststorm Oli. Oh wait. Are these? Oh, these are duo cards that work together. And interesting enough, they are the first 2 cards that we pulled. Very interesting. Oh yeah, this set also has the new Basraga support card for the brand new starter deck that's also came right before this set. So you can immediately upgrade the new starter deck, which looks to be a very formidable deck as well right at the gate. So that's also really nice with the unique playstyle with the whole arms mechanic. Then next up we got Diabolus Madonna Reese. We got Super Saiyan Greedon. And then for our first rare, we have Sealed Blaze Gun Chandra. So this is the new arms for Basraga. And then immediately our first double R is Twin Bullet of Duststorm Travis. So we immediately start off with a nice double R, which is, I believe, a generic retired card. Yeah, that could work with Eugene. So, of course, immediately nice. More Dragon Empire support, so I cannot complain. Sorry for the cut, they were still at pack 2, but apparently, I don't know what happened, but like multiple cup cards just drove past my house and it made a lot of ruckus, and I had to cut it out of the video. But we're back on pack 2, and we begin up with Dark Deceptive Diving. Then we got more Basraga support with Sealed Blaze Dragon Shikshanya. Then we have Steam Hunter Nanner. We have Stealth Dragon Shakugan, which is just a 15k beater. Then we've got the new Blitz Order for Phantom Blaster Dragon, which is Blessing of Health Dragon. Might or might not actually see play. Then we have Aurora Battle Princess Taser Lage. And then immediately another double R, we have Clipping Dragon of Soul Revolution. This is an interesting card that might or might not actually work with Alchemagic, as it's another resource card that gives you soul and counter charge. I'm still on the fence about this particular card, so Zorga mains, maybe Outer Orange can comment in the video down below if the card is actually playable. And also Outer Orange, if you're watching, and I know you're probably watching, respect the playmat, Neonectar Supreme. You can thank me for that later, Matt. So on the third pack we have Yearnful Magic as Mono. This is new Pentagleam Sorcerer Hexorb Sorcerer support. Then we have Flag of Heavily Spear Solnye. Then we have more green on support, which is Desire Devil Yaeda. And then we have Blaze Fistmonk Choki, just a more defensive card. Then we have more defensive cards for Steam Performer Lu Galza. You know, Strong Sharp Dragon Gaze Fort. And then another double R. We still keep chucking with the double R's. We've got Cardinal Draco Kuljamid. This is a 15, let's see, if your world's Dark Knight or Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets boost and can intercept from the back row. And Continuous and Guardian Circle, if your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, this unit gets shield plus 10k. So this is basically a more defensive card that allows you to put more interceptors on the board. It's 15k shield. It's not terrible, but it also doesn't really propel your game plan. So it depends on what type of game plan you want to go. Then next up we got more Desire Devils with Desire Devil Bessie. Then we got another Dooley. Then we have Unnatural Knight Delbev, which is, I believe, Blaster support. So this is interesting. This could potentially work with the new Blaster Blade coming with set 5, but it depends if we can if we need to retire stuff, which is very unlikely, but it has Blaster generic in the cost, so it could potentially work. Then we have Aurora Battle Princess Riot Beebly, which is more defensive options. Then we have Cardinal Prima Rectart, which is basically more Shadow Token generation. We also have Rogue Trample Monster Mega Grago. And then for our Holo, so our normal Holo card, we have Heavenly Blade of Vo Vleent. And this is Apex Surpassing Sword Bastion Prime support. So this is a 15k, or I should say 18k. And if it resends by your Vanguard, it gets another 5k. This could actually be a solid option for the new Bastion Prime build. So very curious how that's going to pan out. Then for the next pack, we still have no triple R, but we have 3 doubles. So I think we have 1 or 2 doubles left, and still I think 3 triples in our SP, or maybe SSR and DSR. Let's hope. Next up, we've got Cardinal Noid Negrita. Then we have Diabolus Jetter Wade. Then we have Blaze Maiden Tonya. Then we have Lightning Howl Dragon, which is an awesome Overlord-like artwork. And it's somewhat synergized with Overlord, but sadly probably never see play. So this is a shame for amazing artwork. Then we have the same card that we just pulled a holo, but now the normal rare version, which of course Heavenly Blade of Vo Vleent. Then we have Knight of Desolation Vionuala, and I believe this is... Oh no, this is not Blaster support. If there's... Oh yeah, it's kind of Blaster support. If there's no other card in the same column, it becomes an 18k attacker. And now we have another holo in the form of Gravidia Relic. So this is more Gravidia support, and this effect is when this unit's attack hits, search your deck or drop for up to 1 meteorite card, put it into your order zone, and if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. So essentially on hit, put another meteor in your order zone. I'm not sure if it's gonna be played because it's on hit, but it's another option nonetheless. Then next up we've got again the same order for Basraga. Then we have another Reese. Then we have another Super Saiyan Greedon. Then we have Gravidia Mont Dieu, which is more shield, because this gets an additional 5k shield for every 3 meteor card in your drop. So this could be quite beefy as a shield unit. Then we have Mel Change Monster Sildrian. I'm not gonna lie, when I look at this artwork with the color choice, this could definitely have been a deleter card. 100%. Then we have Diabolus Boys Krusty. And then for our first triple R, we've got Trick Moon. So this is our other Trickstar. So this is basically our grumpy version of our Trickstar boy. And it's a very, very solid card for Basraga, because this card has the ability, when this unit is placed on the back row center circle from drop, counters 1. This could work with Nirvana, but this could also work with Basraga, which can also call cards from the drop. But then we have the second ability, which is Dress Boost. This is the new keyword. Auto Rigid Circle, when this unit boosts, the boosted unit gets plus 10k until the end of the battle for each card your Sealed, Blaze Maiden, Basraga is armed with. So if you have 2 armed cards, the left and the right, your Vanguard gets an additional plus 20k power, including the 5k boost, which is plus 25k. That could be a very sizable attack number. So yeah, that's a very good card for Basraga. Then moving on to the next pack, we have a new order for Zorga, which is Wall Melt in the Sound of Rain. I believe this is a cheaper and smaller version of Regurgitation of the Underworld, which is an option you can play now. Then we have Sylvan Horn Beast, Rhino Bear. Then we have Gear Ellen Grant in Swirling Thunder. Then we have Super Saiyan Dragon Link Overlord, which is another Blitz order for Massive Shield if you want to play that. Then we have Electromagnetic Monster Elahiriseade. Like, these names are tongue twisters, let me tell you. Then we have a brand new normal order for Bruce, which is Helheim Fervent Rage. So this is another order you can play. Now the question is, do you have room to play? Because the current orders for Bruce are already pretty phenomenal. So it's a tough competition. And then we have another double R, this time a Desire Devil, which is Cannon. And this card has the effect, although when this unit is placed on the Rigid Circle during the main phase, cost counter plus 1, look at the top card from your deck and call to the Rigid Circle. At the end of the turn, retire that called unit. So this is basically another way to flood the board so you can restand your Greedon more consistently without wasting too many cards from hand. And it retiring at the end of the turn doesn't really matter because you're gonna sack it off or suck it up in the soul during the battle phase anyway. So yeah, probably a very good card to play if you want to go for the more consistent restand route for Greedon, which is probably the main gimmick of the deck. And then for next pack we have another Mon Dieu, then we have another Deleter card, then we have Knight of Heavenly Handling Contenio, which is Bastion support for more shield option. Then we have Sylvan Hornbeast Lemuria. I think this card has honestly a potential because it can be a solid beater, so I can definitely see this being played in the new Magnolia list. Then we got a new Overdress order, which is Sublimating Wish. And this basically gives any Overdress unit or unit in the Overdress state an extra ability which it can countercharge when the unit attacks a Vanguard. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to be played because it costs a discard and a Soul Blast for a countercharge, but if the countercharge is that important and that valuable, this could honestly see some play. Now we have also the brand new Meteor, which is very, very awesome because this is basically essentially 2 meteors in one card, but sadly you cannot reuse this over and over again because the moment you use this ability, meaning it gets sent from the order zone to the drop, it binds itself so you cannot recur it over and over again. But definitely awesome for the new Grivia deck. And then for the last card in this pack, we got another holo, which is Sea Breeze Abduction, which is another card that can be played for Zorga, as it's very similar to, I believe, the Fairy Grade 1 and the Chef, which all interact with your orders in Bind Zone, putting them either into your hand or in the drop, and they all have different conditions and different criteria to actually allow you to make a choice which is better or suited for your list or for your personal playstyle. So I can definitely see this card being played. Then next up, we've got another Contenio, then we see another Lemuria, then we have another Dark Decepting Diving, we have another Shikshanya. Then we see a new Desire Devil, which is Walzuru, which is another way to flood the board to allow you to resend your Vanguard. Then we have Blaze Kickmon Koke. This could potentially be useful, but I don't really think it's gonna be useful right in the current build, unless I believe this could work for if you're gonna go the full Urger route, as this could help you to allow your Trickster to actually hit for more decent numbers when it attacks on its own. And then for our SP, we've got Brainwash Swirler. So this is the new R for Dark States, and mainly, I mean, this could work in any build, as it has the skill auto when its unit is placed on a Rigid Circle, Soul Charge 1, but also auto Rigid Circle when your card is put into your Soul by Soul Charge. If your Vanguard is greater or greater, this unit gets power plus 5k until the end of turn. So this is somewhat of a Doreen the Fruster from the V series, but less explosive, because you need to specifically put cards in the Soul via Soul Charging and not any other means to let it gain power. But at the very least, it generates Soul on its own. It can be useful for Bruce, this can be useful for Baron Magnus, this could even work for Greedon. This is basically an all-rounder card for Dark States, and having an SP, honestly, isn't that terrible. Now, moving on to the remainder 8 packs, we still have 2 R's left to go. We have the new Super Saiyan Fleckberg. We haven't really seen that many Fleckberg supports so far, so I'm curious if we're going to see in the next 8 packs. Then we have Sylvan Hornbeast Loka. Then we have the new normal order for Prison, which is Aurora Battle Princess, Dreadnet, Intense Record of Great Pursuit. Like, I don't know what's up with these prison orders, but they try to jam in as many letters and words in this small text box. It's insane. Like, they can easily make these things sound like with only 2 or 3 words, but it is what it is. Then we have another Dooley, then we have another Oli, and then here we have the first of these new draw triggers, which is this case the Stoichea draw trigger, which is Serena, Maiden, Lena. So the new effect of these draw triggers are continuous on Guardian Circle. If your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, this unit gets shield plus 5k. So essentially it becomes a 10k shield, which is similar to the 15k front triggers, which become 20k shield. So this is very nice to increase the shield value of your deck while still being able to run draws if your deck really needs a draw. So yeah, these are really nice defensive options to the deck. And immediately we have another R, which is Recurring Magic La Larita. And this is the effect. At the end of the battle, your drive check reveals the trigger unit. If your Vanguard is Hexer or Sorceress, cost counter plus 1 and soul plus 1, choose one of your other rear guards and stand it and retire this unit. So there's more restand capabilities for Hexer or Sorceress, and in this case you can restand anything. So you can actually restand very big beaters that already could attack, and then you can attack with them again. So this is a nice option for the extra sorcerer deck if you want to go the more multi-tech route. Keep in mind, the counterblast, soul blast, and the retire is quite heavy in cost wise, but if it allows you to win the game, it allows you to win the game. Now, next up, we've got Aurora Battle Princess Trace June. Then we have Knight of Heavenly Omen Grandeur, which is a grade 1 that counts as a grade 3 if you sit on Apex Surpassing Sword Bastion Prime. So this is an interesting design card for the Bastion build. Then we have Fortune Reading, which is basically Exorb Sorcerer support, but could be run in any Cater Sanctuary deck. Then we have Strange Fruit Preparation. Then we have Aurora Battle Princess Chasing Near. Then we have another Sea Breeze Abduction. And then for our triple R grade 4, we have Sylvan Hornbeast Emperor Magnolia Elder. So this is one of the new grade 4s. And Magnolia Elder has the effect, although when it's used placed on a Vanguard circle, choose a card from your soul and you may call to the regular circle. So essentially a +1, which is nice to flood the board. But then also it has the effect, continues on Vanguard circle, if you have one or more cards in your soul or on your rearguard circle with Magnolia and their card names, all of your rearguards can attack and intercept from the back row and gets power plus 5k. So this card for free allows you to attack 6 times with all units and then have sizable shield because you're predominantly running grade 2s and they hit for at least numbers that can hit your opponent. Defensive triggers might hurt you a bit, but at the very least for free you can attack a plethora of time which can overwhelm your opponent. And keep in mind, it has triple drive. All these new main Vanguard grade 4s have triple drive, which allow you to get more value on your Vanguard swing because it becomes harder and harder to guard your Vanguard attacks. And with the overtrigger being a thing, it becomes more of a pressure because it increases the chance of actually hitting the overtrigger on your Vanguard swings. So these grade 4s are pretty damn amazing. Sadly, we didn't pull the grade 4s that I'm looking for, but still cannot complain. Then for next pack, we have another Loka. Then we have a new Norm Order, which is Ghost Bilk. Then we have Rotting Usurp Dragon. Then we have Pure Maiden Balanka. Then we have Knight of Heavenly Flesh Licia. Then we have Reverse Coil Knight Nuada. Then we have a new double R, which is Sealed Blaze Dragon Adaria, which is support for Basraga, which has the effect, auto when units placed in a rearguard circle, if your Vanguard has 1 arm, cost count +1, choose an arm card from your from your hand or drop, and arm it to one of your Vanguards. So essentially this allows you to arm immediately 2 cards in one single turn, because arms are orders, so you can only equip 1 per turn. With this card you can immediately equip 2, and because you can equip it from the drop, it is essentially a +1 as well, because you don't waste cards from your hand, which is interesting because you can also discard those orders preemptively to set up for this card. So that's a nice synergy between this and the whole Basraga engine. But also has the effect, continues a rearguard circle during a turn. If your Vanguard has 2 or more arms, this unit gets power plus 5k. So it also becomes a decent beater for 18k, so it immediately put more pressure on your rearguard columns, also while alongside your Vanguard pressure if you have set Trick Moon behind your Vanguard on that turn as well. So nice double R for Basraga. Then a couple of packs to go. Then next up we have Synchro Disorder. Then we have Advance of the Great Cause, which is new, which is again the Super Saiyan Flagberg. Then we have Patrol of Heavenly Eye Truth. Then we have Stepmia. And once again we have Great Pursuit. Then we have Sylvan Hornbeast Gravinia. We also have a new double R, which is Armor Piercing Knight Mugen. I believe this is Blaster support. When a unit is placed on the rearguard circle from hand, if you have a Vanguard with Blaster in its card name, discard a card from your hand, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 2 units card from among them, come to the rearguard circle's rest, and discard the rest. So, interesting enough, because it specifies Blaster, not Phantom Blaster, again, this can work with the new Blaster Blade as well as Majesty Lord Blaster. So, keep that in mind with this Blaster support, that it will work, or can potentially work, with the upcoming set with set 5 stuff. So very exciting stuff on the horizon that could change these cards instantly. Then we have 3 more packs to go. This is the second to last, I think the third to last or second to last. I don't know what's actually if this is second to last, because this is last, second to last. Yeah, I think this is the third to last pack. So then we have Desire Devil Gametsu. Then we have Blaze Maiden Sonya. Then we have Diabolus Girl Stephanie. Then we have Sealed Blaze Dragon Ishita, which is basically a 9k, 11k, and potentially 13k booster attacker because it counts every card on the Vanguard circle, including the arms. So it can be getting a plus 6k, which is interesting. Then we have Cardinaloid Suprema, which is a 10k shield, 10k base, grade 1, but it has the restriction that you cannot call it if you are not in Abyssal Dark Knight. So, yeah, very interesting design. Then we have Fine Drink of Abolishment for Sins. This is once again a new order for Zorga, which is, I think this card has potential to actually see play. And then we have a new holo, which is Gear Eagle of Sun and Banks, which is a skill auto on regular circle. When this unit attack hits, when this attack this unit boosted hits, retire this unit, choose a grade 1 card from your soul and call to the regular circle. This could have some interesting synergies, but I don't know if it's actually playable right now, but it's a way to interact with your soul. So if you have specific cards that you want to keep on the board on a consistent basis, this could be a deck card, but it being on hit makes it a little bit questionable. And then we have Lava Wire Dragon. Then we have Gravidia Ebby. Then we have another Relic. Then we have Heavenly Eclipse Dragon, Embrace Dragon. This is a new shield card for Bastion Prime, which is honestly a very solid card. I can definitely see this card being played. Then we have another new draw for the shield draw. This time we have Rose Wildmaster Riley for Dark States. Then we have Blaze Pole Monk Retsuji. And Retsuji is honestly a pretty solid card because this card has the effect, although once unit's placed in a Vanguard circle, cost counter +1, choose the one card with the Overdress ability from your drop and put it into your hand. If your Vanguard is grade 4, counter charge 1. So this is essentially a free +1 on your new Nirvana build, and it allows you to reoccur your Overdress cards over and over and over again. So this is probably a solid include in a new grade 4 build for Overdress. And then for a new holo, we have Blaze Maiden Tonya, which we already saw, I believe, the rare version of this card, which is the effect on a regular circle. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted Blaze Maiden Sonya, which is a grade 2. Cost retire, counter +1, retire all of your regulars in the same column, essentially the 2 units. Search your deck for up to 1 unit card with the grade equal to your Vanguard grade +1 or greater, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So essentially this allows you to search your grade 4 target, but if you are able to activate this on turn 2, you can search your grade 3 Persona Ride target if you're still running those. So this is a nice way to increase the consistency of that engine if you want to go that route. And then for the last pack, we have one more pack to go. As soon as we pulled an SP, I don't know if we can pull anything more than that, but if we're lucky, in this last pack, we might see a DSR or an SSR, but that's wishing for a lot. But who knows? Maybe I'm actually lucky. So far, Overdress hasn't been very kind to me. In V and G, I was way more lucky than this, but maybe this pack, this box, this set is the turning point. So for the last pack, we have Roaring Heavenly Slash Getos. Then we have Royal Battle Princess Restrained Piani. Then we have Flourishing Petal Lachia. Then we have Violet Blue Illusionary Butterfly Huanju. Then we have Diabolus Charger Devon. Then we have for a rare, so I believe the next card is then a holo? Or maybe something special. We have the new defensive draws, but this time for Cater Sanctuary. So we have 3 different nation defensive draws. Maybe that's per box consistent. In this case, it's Protection Mage Porobi. And then for the last card, is it the holo? Or is it something special? Or maybe a double rare? Let's see. It is a oh wait, there's 4 triple Rs per box. I was a bit confused here. I forgot there are 4 triple Rs per box. So for our last triple R, we have Cardinal Draco Masure. This is the new, I believe, Shadow Army or Orifice support. It skills act on Rigid Circle, cost retire Shadow Army token, and this unit gets plus 10k until the end of turn. If this ability was activated for the 3rd time this turn, this unit gets critical +1 until the end of turn. So essentially what they mean is that the skill is not once per turn, so you can keep sacking your tokens. It basically generates a lot of power, and then at the 3rd time, it gets a critical. Keep in mind, it's set 3rd time, not 3rd time or more, so even if you activate it the 4th time, it doesn't get another critical, but it does get another 10k. I don't know how good this card honestly is. So far, I've not really seen this card seeing a lot of active play, because as far as I'm aware, Orphist or Brandgate cannot really put a lot of the guard restrictions behind their attacks. So this is essentially just a perfect guard and you waste all the pressure you put on this card. If we get solid boosters or cards that can give guard restrictions to their different units, this could honestly be a very solid finisher. But right now, I think it lacks the support to make this thing threatening. And that's basically the entire opening. So as we can see, per box, we have 5 hollows, we have 6 doubles, we have 1 SP and 4 triples. This is basically the status quo for Overdress sets. This set is a little bit different, however, because we of course have 2 DSRs, just like most sets, but we also have the SSRs. And the new heal trigger, which is a world premiere, which isn't guaranteed per box, because as you can see, we didn't pull the heal trigger. We didn't pull the Stoichea Ghosty Girl, which is sadly the case because I wanted to showcase the artwork. I probably have put it up at the beginning of the video when I explained everything unique to the box. But that's basically everything for this unboxing. Again, Bushiroad, thank you for sponsoring this video and supplying me with this box to open on the channel and talk about set 4. Hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing, and let me know what you guys pulled in your openings. Did you open up multiple boxes? Did you open up cases? Is there a specific card you're really looking forward to from this set, or particular decks you want to play? Let me know all of us in the comment section down below. But that said, thanks for watching. I've been Mr. Time Leap, and I see you guys in the next one!